Cloverdale, which is now the Liberty area. After I got done with there, I worked in various stations, eventually getting home, and I worked as a uniformed trooper here in this area for quite some time, and then I was promoted to the BCI in 1997. And I worked in the BCI in the back room here in Catskill for over 16 years. And what the BCI does, if anybody's, it's a Bureau of Criminal Investigation with the state police. And if you're not familiar with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation does, we do any of the hard crimes, the homicides, the rapes, the home invasions, the child, crimes against children, anything that requires a lot of resources, we get tasked with it. We also get tasked with anything that's politically charged or any of those kind of investigations that are going to require a lot of work and resources. In 2017, I retired from the New York State Police, and I decided to run for sheriff. And that's what I've been doing since that time. I have started to work with Matt and Cassidy and some of the other folks that are trying to limit the size of the jail and try to keep things smaller and where we can afford it, and some of the stuff that's been going on, documenting that stuff, putting it together so that it can be sent to different places where it can be reviewed rather easily. Just basically using the same report style that I would for a homicide report or any kind of criminal investigation, which makes it very easy for lawyers and the AG and those kind of people to take a look at. I have a lot of ideas about what I want to bring to the Sheriff's Department. Some of those ideas are rooted in what I believe in and what I've seen. I have 3 children. All of my children are different. I have my daughter Candace, she runs a daycare in Cairo. I have a son, Adam. He is an author and is going to school in Albany. And I have my youngest son, Eric, is a Marine. He's stationed at Camp Pendleton. My daughter is very liberal. She's progressive, and she has her, she's whatever, that follows. And my middle son, Adam, is gay, and he lives with his partner in Albany, who he came out to me when he was in high school. And we're very accepting, and he's, the light of my life. Eric, we're very close as well. He is in Camp Pendleton. He's a Marine, and we miss him, and we're looking forward to him coming back. One of the things that started to happen when I decided to run for sheriff was that the rumors started. And one of the rumors that started was that I was anti-gay. And that one bothered me immensely because my son is gay. And I said, well, this can't be started by somebody who knows me. This has to be something to marginalize me, because if you knew me, if you knew my son, if you knew my relationship with him, you wouldn't say that. And that was this is also one of the things that we're doing this Q&A for, is to kind of straighten the record and get my ideas and let you guys ask me what you've heard so that I can straighten out the record. And I have another thing that's a passion for me is animal welfare. I have 2 rescue dogs, big ones. I have a Rottweiler and a Shepherd, and they're a handful because they've been mistreated, and they were mistreated and neglected. And I have 9 rescue cats. I can tell you that I am a foster fail. I have I've been given cats to foster, and I always keep them. So, in the foster world, I'm called a failure. So I don't do that anymore. I do volunteer. I do, I help them with criminal outreach and stuff like that when something's gone wrong, give them advice. But I don't foster anymore because I'm afraid that my husband will kill me, and I'll end up with 15 cats and 7 dogs before the year's out. So, I don't know what kind of questions you guys have for me, so instead of boring you, I'll just open up to the floor and we'll just talk, and you guys can let me know what your concerns are.